Hello friends, welcome back to another video. I am filming this intro in my car right now because I've literally not had a moment to sit down and just make an intro because I'm interning right now. So I intern from like 7 in the morning to 4, and then I go to the gym, and then I come back and I'm all gross and sweaty, and all I want to do is eat and then go to sleep, and you know, yeah, anyway. Today we are going to do a what I eat in a day video with a focus on omega-3s because I got a couple requests from you guys asking about meal ideas to get in your omega-3 fatty acids for the day. And if you don't know what omega-3 fatty acids are, they are basically the essential fatty acids that we need. So like with protein, there are essential and non-essential proteins or amino acids, and we need to obtain the essential amino acids from food. That's the same thing with fatty acids. So there are essential and non-essential fatty acids, and the most common essential fatty acids that we need are omega-3s, and everybody emphasizes, you know, get your omega-3s, they're good for you. And yes, omega-3s are so good for you. They've been proven to benefit your cardiovascular health, your skin, your organ functions. Every single one of your cells uses omega-3 fatty acids to function, and so it's really important. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing you a breakfast, lunch, and dinner that all have great sources of omega-3s, so you could get that extra health in for the day. The full recipes will all be in the description below in case you want to go ahead and make them. So let's go into the food. For breakfast, I'm making a smoothie bowl topped with chia seed pudding and granola. The chia seed pudding will take a couple hours to set, so I would suggest making it beforehand. Chia seeds contain the short chain ALA, which can be elongated into the long chains EPA and DHA, which help with brain preservation. For the pudding, you're just going to want to combine all the ingredients together and give it a little whisk. Let it sit for 5 minutes before whisking again. Whisking again ensures that clumps won't form. If you want an extra omega-3 plus, use a nut milk that's high in omega-3s like hemp milk or fortified soy milk. Let it sit for at least an hour before digging in. Now I'm gonna make the usual traditional Amanda smoothie bowl. I love my smoothie bowls because they are the perfect way to get a bunch of micronutrients in, especially at the beginning of your day. One of the top foods containing ALA omega-3s are greens, so that's why I always include spinach, along with all the other micronutrients that dark leafy greens come with. I'm also adding in cauliflower because little did you guys know, or maybe you did know, just 1 cup contains 9% of your daily recommended intake of omega-3 fats. It still contains more than I even knew. Then I add in some vanilla protein powder. Some protein powders do have omega-3s added into them, but this one in particular doesn't, so I just added in a tablespoon of flax seeds, which are one of the best sources of plant-based omega-3. Just 2 tablespoons of flax seeds actually covers your daily recommended intake of omega-3 fats at 133%. I just blend my smoothie bowl with water, but you can use plant milk again if you want more omega-3s. Try hemp or fortified soy milk, or you can use any juice of your choice. Flax seeds are not only great for omega-3 fatty acids, but also their lignin content, which are phytoestrogens that can dampen the effects of the body's own estrogen, which is why they are considered a medical therapy for menstrual breast pain and can reduce breast cancer risk. I'm now topping the smoothie bowl with the chia seed pudding that we made earlier, granola, banana slices, and walnuts, which are the second highest source of plant-based omega-3. Just 1/4 a cup, so about a handful of walnuts, can get you 113% of the daily recommended intake. Walnuts also have insane amounts of copper, manganese, and biotin. Hashtag extra health, you know. For lunch, I made peanut noodles with steamed kale. Like I said before, dark leafy greens contain a considerable amount of omega-3s in them, as well as vitamins and minerals. Legumes such as chickpeas and beans also have a small amount of ALA fatty acids, so that's why I'm using this Banza chickpea pasta, but you could use any pasta you want. There are some pastas out there that are fortified with omega-3 fatty acids, so make sure to keep a lookout for those in the grocery store next time you're there. While I'm boiling the pasta, I'm going to make the peanut sauce. Traditionally, it just uses peanut butter, but I decided to do half peanut butter and half hemp seeds because, fun fact, they have the perfect ratio of omega-3, 6 to 9, which is the ratio that's found in our cells. Then I add the garlic powder, liquid aminos, rice vinegar, agave before the peanut butter because I don't want the peanut butter to get stuck on the blades. So I blend that all together in my NutriBullet. On a pan, I'm steaming my kale with water, and once it's cooked down, I added in the cooked and drained noodles with the sauce and stirred it around until well combined. You can choose any veggies to put in it, but I'm laying it on top of a bed of cabbage slaw because cabbage and many other members of the cruciferous family also have omega-3 fatty acids in them. I topped it with sesame seeds for a little bit more extra omegas. For dinner, I made a little hodgepodge of stuff that I found around the house. For the crispy baked tofu, make sure you drain and press it ahead of time for at least an hour or overnight. I learned this awesome nifty trick from my friends Jasmine and Chris from Sweet Simple Vegan to really press the tofu. Just take the tofu from the container and poke holes into the bottom, then place it upside down in a pan and put the tofu block on top of it. With a clean towel on top of the tofu, stack heavy items such as books, like these vegan cookbooks you might have laying around your house somewhere, or pans or cans, and let it sit for about an hour, or at least an hour. When the tofu is pressed, cut it into cubes and toss it into a bowl with soy sauce and rice vinegar. Soybeans are another good source of omega-3s. One 4-ounce serving of tofu has 28% of the recommended intake of omega-3s. And let's be honest, I definitely eat way more than 4 ounces in a sitting, so I'm pretty sure I'm covered. You're going to want to toss the blocks of tofu with cornstarch, as the cornstarch helps thicken and make that crispy texture. Since all this was going in an oven, I thought I might as well just roast some omega-3 rich veggies with it to save some energy and gain some extra health. I chopped up some Brussels sprouts and put it on a pan along with some broccoli and roasted both the veggies and the tofu at 400 degrees, or for all of you people who aren't in the United States, 200 degrees Celsius for about 30 minutes. While those were baking, I combined beans and diced tomatoes together in a pan with chili powder, cumin, and garlic powder until hot and cooked together. For the cauliflower rice, I sauteed an onion until fragrant and translucent. Then I added in the cauliflower along with the garlic powder and cooked until the cauliflower was soft and cooked down, which is around 5 minutes. I used rice cauliflower that I bought from Trader Joe's because I was too lazy to buy cauliflower and rice it myself, but if you are more awesome and skilled in the kitchen than I am, you can always opt for getting a whole cauliflower and just pulse process it until it's in small rice grain sizes. Add water where you need to if you see that it's getting too dry. I already had some rice cooked. Living in a Filipino household, it's something that's just always ready in our kitchen. So I added that in and let it all cook down until evenly distributed. If you're someone who hates vegetables or you're feeding this to someone that does, it's definitely a way to get in a little bit more vegetables and omega-3s, because I barely even remembered that I put cauliflower in this when I was eating it. Add the spinach and leafy greens where you can to maximize your omega-3s, and top with sesame and hemp seeds. Sriracha is totally optional, but if you're a spicy little thing, girl or guy, drizzle it on. Those are the 3 meals, and it's important to note that it's still unclear how much of the short chain ALA gets converted into the longer chain EPA and DHA, which is what our body and especially our brain uses. Those longer chains are the heart-healthy omega-3s that are found in fish oils and emphasized by people who encourage the consumption of fish for omega-3s. I personally still take a plant-based EPA and DHA, and I can link that in the description below for you. I take that supplement to make sure that my brain is still very well taken care of. Dr. Greger from nutritionfacts.org also recommends the same thing. Instead of taking a fish oil supplement for your omega-3s, even purified distilled fish oil has been found to be contaminated with a bunch of pollutants like PCB and high levels of mercury. Eating fish and taking fish oil supplements is parallel with saying that you want to drink soda because of the water content in it. But if you take marine algae derived omega-3s, then you will be able to avoid the pollutants that are passed on in the animal chain. So yeah, you might want to consider that, and I'll leave the link in the description below. Again, all the recipes are also in the description below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that you got some meal ideas. And I also hope that you're having a wonderful morning, noon, day, or night wherever you are, and I will see you next time. Oh, also, if you have requests for the next video, or if you want to see a specific food be used, make sure you leave it in the comments below and I will add that on the list. Okay, see you guys later. Bye.